Go for it.
Okay. How's it going,
We're live.
guys? We are live.
Hey.
Of course, it's showing. Nope, it's showing fine. Yep.
Yep.
Here we are.
Awesome.
I'm going to
Well,
share it on Facebook. You get us started.
another day of Mandalorian. It was awesome.
It really was.
It was really good. It's probably one of my favorites, actually.
This is the Boba Fett you were looking for.
That's right. It was awesome. So we just watched season 2, episode 6, right?
Yep. Yep. Scene 2, episode 6
And
on
good
what is the planet's
grief.
name? Where are we at?
Oh,
Tor
something.
Tarabon. No. The
No,
Taliban.
the Taliban.
What was it?
And now we're on some list somewhere.
Yeah.
Man,
Hi, NSA. How are you doing? Having a good evening? We like The Mandalorian. What about you? Oh, all right. Sharing this on
looking up
Facebook.
the planet. Okay. Let's see.
We are live on YouTube. Come.
Planet Tython.
That's it.
Yeah.
Tython. Not Python, but Tython. That's right.
Yes.
That's right. That's what it is.
Tython. So anyway, we were on Tython and it was a phenomenal episode. There was a lot of suspense leading up to Baby Yoda being put on the stone, and then the stone didn't even think it was going to do anything for a little bit, but then it started, and then of course right after it started, there's a ship. A ship comes in. Man, that it was like brings you back seeing
Yeah.
Boba Fett's ship,
Slave one
Slave
showing
One.
up. Yeah.
And man, the fighting was just awesome.
Brutal is how
yeah.
I would describe his fighting
Yeah,
style.
it took Mando's like kind of stand and take it to the next level. I think it was like instead of being like a paladin, it was more like a, I don't know, like a berserker, bad to the bone. It was cool.
It is real cool. I love
Super
that he's
cool.
carrying a Tusken Raider staff looked like. That was super neat detail.
Breaking open skulls and all kinds of stuff.
There was, it actually makes me wonder whether he learned some of the fight. I mean, because that brutal smash skulls in seems very Tusken Raider ish.
Yep.
And so I wonder if he learned some of that style of fighting.
I wonder if they're the ones that kind of healed him back. I mean, I don't know if we'll ever know. I'm assuming we'll know at some point
we may
from somewhere, but I wonder if they're the ones that brought him back.
It seems very plausible. I wonder, the crate dragon and the dragon pearl and all that stuff are obviously important to their culture. And killing them and whatever. And I wonder, it makes you wonder whether the Sarlacc was important. I bet it was. It was probably a part of their culture or religion or whatever. But yeah, his character was awesome. I love that Ming Na Wen's character. What was her name? Finnick or something like that.
Finnick,
not Finnick. That's from Hunger Games, but something like that. Ferrick, not Ferrick, because that's Dank Ferrick. Which is our new Star Wars euphemism.
Star Wars
profanity.
cuss word. Yep. Dank Ferrick.
Yeah. It's something like that. It's something.
Yeah.
But I love her as an actress. I liked her a lot in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She was really awesome character as May there, and so I'm excited to see her. I love that she come back. I love that we've got this bounty hunter team again. It's very throwback to Clone Wars and Rebels and Clone Wars especially, actually, even with Boba Fett and the sniper. I mean, he had a sniper on his Boba Fett's when he was little squirt Boba Fett. He had a sniper on his team there. I think it was a girl too. I can't remember. I have to go back and see what the characters were, but them kind of joining and now we're going to break out what's his face. I don't know that I'm excited about that. Although Mando has definitely
Oh,
proven that he can kick what's his face's butt, so maybe him
yeah.
and his stupid
He'll
attitude will stay
he'll
in
keep him
check.
in. Yeah, he'll keep him in check.
He's
And
probably
now he
not
got yeah, Boba Fett won't take none of that
him,
mouth
Boba
either.
Fett,
So
and whatever her name is.
he'll probably break his jaw.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
man, it was super intense. I loved all the fighting. I mean, the rock coming loose and her
yeah,
knocking the rock
that was
down and
awesome.
squashing the guy. And the only thing we talked about it while it was going. The only thing I didn't really like was that there were two little tiny ships that were the rock about the size, maybe a little bit longer than Mando's ship. I can't ever remember the
Yeah,
name of it. About that,
the Razor
about the
Crest.
same
Yeah,
size, maybe a little bit longer, and somehow there was like, I'd like to go back. I'm gonna go back whenever
count
me and my wife watch it and count how many guys they kill, and then count how many are left at the end that get back into the ships. Because between two ships there
well,
was
well,
there was
don't you?
like 100 some odd guys.
Well, don't
It
you
was
know
in
this is a crossover episode? This is crossed over, and it's a Star Wars and Doctor Who crossover, and these are TARDIS ships. They're bigger on the inside.
ships. Okay, okay, all right, yeah, that's hilarious.
Over,
Yeah.
and it's a
So,
Star.
but other than that, it was great. Yeah, everything, all the fighting and all and then getting to see Cara Dune again. I'm excited about that. Excited that
Yes.
she's back.
Yeah.
Hopefully, she goes with them and actually helps them break him out.
I don't think that's gonna happen. I really don't.
You don't think so?
I really do. I think she's gonna give him the information, but I really think she is essentially done with the Mandalorian show. I really do. Because I think I I love her character, so I don't necessarily love that. She's awesome, but I really think we're gonna kind of replace her with Ming Na Wen's character and Boba Fett and all that. Because I think she's gonna end up leaving ultimately. I mean, she's marshal of the marshal of the Republic or whatever on Navarro, but I really think she's going to end up going and becoming more involved in the New Republic and end up in a spin-off show, which is super exciting. I think that could be really cool. I saw somebody talk before we even watched this episode. I saw somebody talking about a spin-off show with her and Ahsoka, which I think is a ridiculous notion. And I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, no.
And I don't think it should happen, to be honest, because
No.
it would muddy it up. I think Ahsoka is going to. I think they're going to be two separate shows. In the Mandoverse.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
who knows for sure?
yeah. No, I think so. I think unless they don't even know each other, so I don't see how that. I don't know. Maybe we're wrong. Who knows? Wouldn't be the first time, right?
Common love for Grogu.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Honestly, part of me is not at all surprised. I figured that Grogu would get captured at some point in this episode or the next two. I really did. I kind of half expected it to be at the end of episode 8 and it to end the whole season on a cliffhanger. But this is not surprising either. I'm super excited about Boba Fett being involved and all this stuff.
Yeah.
I feel like we're headed towards a good resolution to this season, which I was worried about. This season resolving with all these disparate plot lines and things that have opened up in this season. But what did you say? You thought what now?
Well, I kind of wonder where, because we've talked a little bit about it, but I think off camera. I don't even know if we've talked about it on camera, but I just wonder where, because we know where this is ultimately headed. This is ultimately at the end of, well, at least the end of Grogu. I was about to say Baby Yoda again.
Yeah.
Of Grogu's life, or of his part in the show or whatever, is going to be him probably being taken apart or used in some manner for Palpatine.
Maybe
that's at least my assumption.
Yes, the midichlorian and the Force.
Yes,
the clone bit,
and so maybe they're able to get what they need over the next 2 episodes.
I
I don't
feel
see that
like they're
happening.
strongly teasing a which is interesting. I don't. It'll be who knows what would go on with this, but I feel like they're strongly teasing a Grogu turns to the dark side arc, which could leave him alive later on. He could have gone to the unknown regions and be out there somewhere, or something. I don't know that that's where they're going. I mean, I think there would be some fan backlash. I mean, it's Star Wars fandom, so there's going to be backlash no matter what it is. That's just the way Star Wars fandom works, good or bad. But there have been several little teases of it, and I don't know if it's just he's young and not trained. By the way, we do have a couple people with us live. Let us know in the comments if you've liked this episode 6, if you've watched it, if you haven't watched it, all that jazz. Yep. Just say hi. We'd love to hear from you, or if you have any questions or your thoughts, we'd love to converse with you and see what things. And if for some reason you're on and you haven't subscribed to Meat and Mischief, and you're even a little bit enjoying this, you should totally subscribe and ring the bell so that you can know when we go live next time or when we drop more regular videos. But
yeah,
anyway,
this is definitely not our normal content, but we do enjoy it. So
yeah, and we've been enjoying doing these live reaction videos weekly, and we'll continue to do that through the rest of this season for sure. So who knows? Yep. Maybe tomorrow we'll do a live reaction of Mulan live action. Probably not, but you never know.
Yeah,
I'm definitely watching it for sure. But
there you go.
We won't get into that too far. But yeah, so where were we? We were discussing episode 6 of Mandalorian season 2. We were Grogu.
Just talking about Grogu going
turns bad. Yeah, I think it would be hard to do that without significant frustration from fans, but it definitely seems like they're teasing it. All the foreshadowing. I mean, that last scene, while hilarious at first, was quite dark. Is maybe an overly simplified word, but I mean, he was quite rough with those stormtroopers.
Yeah, he was. He was. He's scared though, and yes. He's been in this situation before.
When fear leads to hate, leads to the dark side. But well,
he's been in this spot before, and he probably knows. He's like, if I could try anything to get out of here, maybe I can, kind of thing. I don't know. Who knows?
Yeah, it seems like and who knows where he's been before? I mean, clearly he was. I mean, he's been in a rough spot, but it didn't seem like Moff Gideon in that last scene knew him, or they knew each other, or whatever. So it's a new capturing of this particular group, I think. I mean, he was captured briefly with Dr. Pershing and the client, Werner Herzog's character, but so he's scared. And the last time we saw some dark side was when he choked Cara Dune because he thought that Mando and her were having a fight, and he didn't understand. So we'll kind of see. Yeah, we still don't know. I think the big mystery right now, the two things that are possible. One, at this point, I'm not sure that we're gonna see in this show. Almost certainly not in this season at this point. Probably is Grand Admiral Thrawn. It's that may just be totally separate in an Ahsoka Tano show. Or
I think that's where that's headed.
It does.
I think what we're gonna see is, I think we'll see what's her name, Bo-Katan come back. And several of them plus exactly. They're going to come for the Darksaber. He's going to go for the child, and there's going to be this big all-out brawl. Probably is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
To get those two things, and that'll end the season. Now I don't know what to look. There's got to still be some kind of cliffhanger for next season.
The biggest mystery right now still is will anyone hear Grogu's Force beacon? And if so, who will it be? You were saying just right before we got live that, and I agree with you that it's less and less likely. I think it was fairly unlikely before, but it's even less likely that a dark side user will be the one to answer the call, so to speak.
Yeah. Unfortunately, at this point,
right.
I think it would have been it would have been interesting if it had been. Is all I'm saying. But
well, and it still
yeah,
could
I
be
think
both. I mean,
it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's definitely true. I just think. Yeah. I think now that he's been captured, I think that it's got to be help of some sort. But maybe it's not. Maybe it is bad, and maybe it is bad and good. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
So it'd be interesting. Maybe it's a maybe we get Grand Admiral Thrawn and uh, Ezra all in one episode. At the very end, it's just a big conglomerate
right,
plus the Ahsoka and everything.
Instead of Luke, is that's your number
I
one
would
prediction?
I would prefer Ezra over Luke, and that only because I just think it's gonna overshadow I just think it's gonna overshadow Mando, and I think any Jedi is gonna have a hard time not overshadowing. Overshadowing.
Well, we've already got a bit of a overshadowing with Boba Fett on
exactly
a part of the crew, because I mean Mando, he's when Mandalorian started and Mando was on there to begin with, he was the IG-11, IG-88 thing to Boba Fett. I mean, he was like what we all wanted Boba Fett to be, and now we've got Boba Fett, and now he is all we wanted him to be. And so that's going to be interesting how they differentiate and already.
And so, I kind of you said something interesting earlier that kind of at first I was like, oh, he's a good guy, and then you said, well, he's the least honorable. That's a good point. Maybe he turns at some point when he realized, this is a thought that ran through my head when we were sitting here waiting to start the live. Maybe he turns at one point when he realizes that the child has something to do with the Jedi, who were the people that made him end up being in the Sarlacc pit.
Well, yeah, and all through Clone Wars, he hated the Jedi, specifically Mace Windu.
Yep.
And
ooh.
And yeah,
maybe they're right. Maybe Mace Windu comes back.
Well, and
I hope not. Please God, no. Please
that's
God,
just
no.
You don't want Samuel L. Jackson's. Oh, he's not going to be hollering expletives on a Disney Plus Star Wars. But...
He doesn't have to holler expletives. He can still just have that same monotone yelling that he does. Annoys the piss out of me.
Well, I still say
he's a decent actor in some things for sure.
Well,
what are you saying that he did?
He didn't really do that as Nick Fury, not much. I mean, there was one or two times when he yelled, but it made sense in context.
He does it. I don't know that I've ever seen him play a character where he doesn't get into that like at some point.
Well,
it's just like I don't know. Anyway, it's kind of
Nick Cage and his crazy train.
That's what I was about to say. It's kind of like Nick Cage and the oh yeah, dude.
Yeah, the bees.
Oh Lordy.
Whatever he does in Children of Corn or whatever. No, Wicker Man, not. We kind of got off the rails, which is fine. It's a live video. I think I've enjoyed it. Those of you who are watched live and those of you who will watch the recording, I hope y'all have enjoyed it.
Has anybody said anything? I haven't been able to look at the chat.
I haven't. Let me see. Let me refresh this page. Make sure it's
just in case.
We've only had live chatting a little bit as we've done these. And so I don't know for sure how consistent it is and how whatever else. We'll have to get our wives to get on and chat something so we can test it to see how how it works and what the delay is and all that stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, this episode was really fun. I think this is my new favorite. I really like so too. I really like episode 3 still a lot, and episode 4. Excuse me, not episode 4. Well, episode 4 was really good. Episode 5 was awesome with Ahsoka.
Which was 4? That was in between the water one.
The Rebels episode inside of Mandalorian.
Oh yeah, that was a pretty good one too.
Navarro and take out that base thing and whatever. That was a fun episode. I wouldn't say it was my top. Honestly, this season is ridiculous. I mean, other than the one Ice Planet episode, I mean, so far that is still a filler episode. It was fun, but it was, as far as we know, now it'll be really cool if they circle back and use something from it later. But so far, that is a straight up filler episode. But other than that, this season is.
Hopefully, they don't have any more.
It's way better than season 1.
I mean,
it's like, and season 1 was really dang awesome.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But what I am glad about is they haven't followed, at least I don't think it would be neat. I guess I need to go back and kind of look at the plot lines of season 1, but I don't think they've followed kind of like how 4, 5, and 6 or 7, 8, and 9 follow 4, 5, and 6, and that their whole, story arc basically with the main characters.
Right.
I don't think they followed that same recipe, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Recipe for disaster.
Well,
that was.
We were concerned that it was because the first episode is kind of a repeat.
Is a clone.
It's diverged even from episode 2. I mean, it's diverged significantly. And there's been so much. This season has just blown the Mando universe wide open. It's super exciting. This episode was really great. I'm sad that we didn't see whoever the Jedi or whoever's going to show up, but I don't guess I'm surprised and not.
No.
And with Mando and what is her name? I need to look up what her Ming-Na Wen's character. It's not Finnick. I don't think that's right, but that's close.
No. Finrick. No.
Let's see. Ming-Na Wen, Mandalorian. It's something like that, though. What is
Bernick. Baric.
He says it real loud.
I know.
She is definitely. Why can't you just tell me? I should have gone to
IMDb. Come on, man.
Finnick. It is Finnick.
Oh, it is. Okay.
Finnick Shand. Okay.
Cool.
So it's.
I love that
funny.
name.
It is. It's a cool name. I didn't think that was right because of the character named Finnick in Hunger Games. But yeah, that's good. That'll be easier to remember. But yeah, I'm excited for her. I'm glad that she's going to be, because again, I really like her. I like the actress a lot. She's really great. And her character's cool. Her sniper assassin character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm excited for next week. Next week's episode is going to be awesome.
Yeah, I think we'll. Well, I don't know.
So my brother-in-law says he's lost because he's not seen any episodes, but he's enjoying the conversation. Well, good.
Oh, well, there you go.
I'm glad it's entertaining.
That's what we try to do.
That's right.
Entertain. Well, cool. Well, yeah, I think that's all. If you haven't subscribed, please click the subscribe button below, wherever it is, and also like and comment and give us thoughts, feedback. We're loving the Mandalorian stuff. We're not a Star Wars channel by any means, though. So after this, we're gonna go back to some of the other things we've been doing.
Yeah. We'll
get a few more
Star Wars content.
Oh yeah.
Several other ideas, but
Wheel of Time, and we'll do some good stuff about sci-fi. I'm really excited about. Yeah, I'm really excited about doing our subgenres explanations. I'm excited about that. It's going to be fun.
And we do some more educational kind of things. Learning about fantasy and
so yeah, if you want to learn about anything as far as fantasy, sci-fi storytelling, all the different. If there's a specific video game, somebody's like, "Oh man, I really want to know more about that story." Tell us. We'd love to do some research and maybe explore it with you. So awesome.
Absolutely.
You guys have a wonderful night. See you later.
See you later.